You've surely heard of Logan Paul. You know, the YouTube star with over 24 million subscribers, who recently signed a contract as a professional wrestler in the WWE. Exactly, that WWE, where many athletes are 100% on steroids. And besides, Logan Paul has already had 3 boxing matches in the past where he caught a lot of attention with an extremely well-trained physique. So the question is, how natty is Logan Paul exactly? Especially considering his new professional contract with the WWE. Well, stay tuned and you will find out. First things first, you are not the only ones who have doubts about whether Logan Paul is actually natural. UFC middleweight fighter Paulo Costa had these doubts as well when he confronted Logan Paul 2021 on Instagram with the question, is Logan Paul on juices? The reason for that? Logan Paul has a similarly massive biceps as Paulo Costa on a picture at the fight against Floyd Mayweather Jr. in 2021. By the way, what's also interesting about that, did Paulo Costa actually admit to being on steroids himself in that post? But oh well, that's a different topic. Let's stick with Logan Paul. Admittedly, his biceps on the picture is indeed pretty impressive, but Paulo Costa still look better. And we actually think that Paulo Costa does not take steroids. After all, the UFC has very strict anti-doping measures, so that would suggest that Logan Paul wasn't on drugs in 2021 either. And what about his earlier years? When we look at his old videos on YouTube, we can see that Logan Paul has always had great genetics. He is pretty much the typical college Chad. Tall, broad shoulders, chiseled face. He certainly already trained in the gym back in the day, but never had a body that looked very suspicious. Meanwhile, however, things are a bit different, because especially since his signing with the WWE, more and more rumors are spreading that Logan Paul is on steroids now. One of the most famous stars who thinks so is British influencer and kickboxer Andrew Tate. By the way, Tate challenged Logan to a boxing match, but Andrew Tate insisted on a voluntary doping test from Logan Paul, and he didn't do it. Instead, Logan Paul announced that he did not want to fight Andrew Tate because he didn't want to offer Tate and his messages a platform. Maybe Logan just didn't want to do a doping test. Another thing that suggests that Logan Paul could be taking steroids as of late, he is now a professional wrestler in the WWE, a wrestling league where a lot of athletes use PEDs like steroids, SARMs, and growth hormones. But when we look at his physique in his last bout at the WWE SummerSlam 2022 against The Miz, which he won by the way, we can say his body is definitely achievably naturally, but nevertheless, there's a good chance that he's taking steroids. We wouldn't be surprised, because more massive and more powerful is extremely beneficial for him in WWE fights, and in the boxing ring as well. If he wins his fights, he makes a lot of money, so there's definitely a big motivation. Anyways, we give Logan the benefit of the doubt and think that he is still natural. That's it again for today. If you liked our video, share it with your friends.